Bitcoin likes to trick everyone, and it's getting ready for its big trick of 2023. Don't fall for it. Do this instead. Now, I have a question. Do you want to know when to buy and when to sell? Would you like to have an extra income stream? Do you want to make 5 times more in this bull run? There's only 1 day left. The largest ever discount on my courses in 6 years, a ridiculous 75% off. There's only 1 day left. Do not miss out. You're going to get lifetime access, unlimited viewing. You can watch the courses at your own speed whenever you want. I'm going to transform you from where you are now into knowing exactly when to buy and sell, into having an extra income stream, into making 5 times more in this bull run. If you say to me, I want to sign up, but I'm going to wait for more profits and sign up later. You could, or you sign up now and make 5 times more money in this bull run. It's a bona fide fact. I want you to close your eyes, envision 5 times more money stacked up in front of you at the end of this bull run. Don't throw that away. Sign up today. The clock is ticking. Only 1 day left. Go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. That's cryptocrewuniversity.com. I'll see you on the inside. We're on the weekly chart, Bitcoin US dollar index. I'm going to explain in this video 3 simple steps that I want you to follow to know Bitcoin's next huge move. Keep in mind, the next huge move is going to trick the majority of people, but not you anymore after this video, right? We're going to break down 3 distinct sections in this chart, and then I'm going to show you step 1 with this chart, step 2 with this chart, and step 3 with this chart, and you're going to leave rejuvenated. You're going to leave with clarity of what's happening in Bitcoin and no more stress, no more agony, no more looking at the daily price action. Let's take a look. The 3 distinct parts of this video. We've got price action here, we've got the RSI in the middle, and we have stochastic RSI at the bottom. At the top of your screen was price action. We're holding the 200-week moving average as support, and there's no concerns here. Even if we came back down to the 200-week moving average, which sits at about 27-ish K, there's no problem at all. Where there would be a problem is the middle of our screen, the RSI on the weekly chart. And if you look at the history of what's happened with the RSI over the past couple of years, back in the glory days of 2021, we started this trend line here, right? Where we had a high and then a higher high in price, but we had a high and a lower high in our RSI. That's bearish divergence. We didn't want to play with that. That actually played out. But what continued with the RSI is further movements to the downside, with our next all-time high creating an even lower high than the previous, making for even larger divergence, which played out from our all-time high to our low. But again, we continued to make lower highs and lower highs, and we actually broke out of this formation here. We covered it on our channel because we were starting to create this nice little base rounding out into form, and then we broke out. So we were no longer in this RSI formation. We broke out into a new formation. You can see this completely different formation. But when we fell into this formation, we had this double top, which is a reversal pattern to the downside, but we actually had a double bottom reversal back to the top. The double bottom continued to be incredibly strong. We rallied up to the top. We came back holding support, what used to be our resistance, and then we broke down through, having some trouble, but we rallied back above, holding resistance at what used to be our support. That resistance pushed us back down to our strong base, that base that we started forming back in February. That is critical, okay? Where Bitcoin remains right now is we had a high here, but not a higher high. We had a lower high, which is not good for us, right? We had a lower high showing some weakness, and we broke down through this area, which in an ideal world should have been our support, right? Now the candle has officially closed. We're officially holding as resistance here, but we cannot break this blue line. If Bitcoin falls to this red line here, we're still fine. If the RSI breaks through this blue line and closes below here, we're in trouble. It tells us that this huge formation that we've been forming over months of phase 1 in the bull could be in huge trouble. So look for Bitcoin to hold support at this blue line, which is currently at 51 on the weekly. The stochastic RSI at the bottom is having a little bit of trouble. Now, the good news is with the stochastic RSI, it happens every 6 months, like clockwork, that Bitcoin has a huge cross in the stochastic RSI, which proves to be the biggest move of the 6-month period. We had one here, and then 6 months later. We had one here, and then 6 months later. Had one here. I don't know why nobody talks about it, but it's every 6 months like clockwork. And once again, we had one here, which we covered on our channel, and we rallied from about 24K all the way up to this 31 so far, right? It's showing signs that we want to cross down, but again, this is a new formation. We will close it next Sunday, so we still have time there. No worries. Now let's get to our 3-step formula, because again, there's a lot of theories out there of what's going to happen to Bitcoin, but when you break it down simply and look at just the facts, it becomes eye-opening. Here's step 1. Step 1 is I want you to pull up the pi cycle bottom indicator, put it on the weekly chart so it looks just like this. What we're seeing is phase 1 happens precisely the same in every single market. Phase 1, look at this. We had this cross up and then huge resistance for this period of time. Phase 1, cross up, huge resistance for this period of time, meaning price did not get above that for a long period of time. 2016, we had a cross up and huge resistance for that period of time. Even 2012, we had this huge resistance right at the beginning of our market cycle. So what we're seeing is par for the course. This is what phase 1 is supposed to do. Let's break it down in a simple way. If Bitcoin holds this red line as resistance, it will fall all the way to the green line and still be in phase 1 of the bull. We've seen it happen multiple times. Here, broke this red line. When you break the red line, you're going to fall to the green line and still be in phase 1 of the bull. 2016, we did not breach the red line, so we remained above. 2012, breached the red line, fell all the way to the green line. So it tells us Bitcoin is in phase 1 of the bull. If we remain holding this red line as support, that's incredible. Okay, that'll be incredibly healthy for Bitcoin. If we break it, we're still fine. We'll fall to the green line and we'll still be in phase 1 of the bull. That's at 18,000. Okay, so that's our simple rule for step 1. Step 2 is the question becomes, well, how do you know when it starts to break above here? Because for this period of time, it was a long time before we finally broke to a new higher high, right? So far, it's been 105 days. If you're new to our channel, 105 days ago, we said that Bitcoin is going to move sideways for the next 100-ish days, right? It was a very bold call at the time, but again, we make a lot of bold calls. We called a mega crash at 48K, which proved to be right. We called this the first bottom and this the second bottom, which was actually spot on, even though the world's top economists disagreed and 80% of people in crypto disagreed with us. That proved to be correct. Now, we said that 100-ish days moving sideways, people thought we were crazy. Guess what? We're here 105 days later. The market has moved sideways for the last 105 days. So how do we know it's going to move above? That's step 2 of our journey today. So in each of these where it didn't move above for this period of time, it didn't move above for this period of time, it didn't move above for this period of time, here's the cheat code. This is the US dollar index 1-month chart. And down here at the bottom, we have the traders dynamic index. I want you to pull that up. I want you to have it look like this. And we're looking for our red line, our fast line, to move above this orange line. You can see when it moved above the orange line here and held as support, that's when it moved into phase 2 of the bull run. And again, here, once it finally held this orange line as support, that's when it moved into phase 2 of the bull run here. Okay, so we are not close to phase 2 yet. Our red line is here, our orange line is here. We're not close. And another key is each time we first approached this orange line first, we got denied on our first chance, but we made it in our second. We got denied on our first chance, but we made it in our second. So far, we haven't had our first chance yet. So we haven't gotten that denial. How is that going to play out? Well, as soon as we have this red line go above the orange line, that's when price can finally move above where it is now, holding as 105 days of resistance. Okay, now let's go to step 3. Step 3 is once we finally get step 2 to be true, where the red line finally moves above the orange line, here's where it gets interesting because this will be phase 2 of the bull. Phase 2 of the bull sets up exactly as it's done before, right? You can see phase 2 of the bull. Phase 1 is here. Phase 2 holds support on top of phase 1. You can see holding support here, and again, consolidating on top of phase 1. So again, here we are in phase 1. Phase 2 is here, which holds support on top of phase 1 and consolidates for many months. You can see right here, this is phase 1 built on top of phase 2. Okay, so where you can see is right now we're in phase 1, and phase 2 will be built on top of here, on top of this $30-ish thousand, and we will move sideways for multiple months. And again, it'll be relatively boring, but that is if our 3 steps are true. If we hold this red line as support and we have this red line break through, then we will have support at 30K. If we break our rules and we break this red line, we're falling to the green, but we'll still be in phase 1. And phase 1 will be extended just like it was in 2019. Phase 1 2019 lasted almost 500 days. We don't want that to happen. So we want to continue this red line as support, and then it will all play out just as I said. If we break this red line, we fall here. It's really that simple. So if you're trying to look at all these different things and you're getting stressed out of the day-to-day, oh my God, Bitcoin's up, down, sideways. Oh my God, stress. Should I trade? Should I buy? Should I buy more? Should I close my position? Worry no more. I just gave you the simple 3-step formula to know precisely what's going to happen. Not for the next day or two. This is literally what's going to happen for the next 6 months, is right here in this video. There's tons of value inside of this video. Now, again, I do want to mention I appreciate your support. I appreciate your continued support. I understand from your side, oh, Steve's talking about his courses. But again, if this were reverse roles and I knew you provided tons of value in your videos, and I knew you didn't accept paid ads in your videos, and I knew you turned down millions of dollars for dirty ads in your videos to protect the integrity of the channel and the honesty of the channel, and this is what you stood for, and I realized your mission was to actually help people, and you built courses that actually change lives, that actually help people. It's not some affiliate link down below that's promoting some scam, you are genuine. Whew. If this were reverse roles, I would support the crap out of you. I almost swore just then, but I'm sorry. I would support the crap out of you, hands down, because that's a stand-up thing, and that's what I'm doing. I just ask for your support. If you don't sign up to my courses, that's fine. You will regret it. I guarantee it. You will regret it. But I hope you at least support me. The last time we had a sale on the courses was a year ago. So I don't have ads on my channel ever. I realize that now I'm talking about the courses, but these courses are actually helping people. They're actually changing lives. I built it with my 2 hands. And when you understand that, you're going to support the hell out of it. But again, there's only 1 day left, so there's no more messing around. Go and sign up right now if you haven't done so already. If it's too expensive, we have payment plans. If you're like, oh, I want to wait, Steve, I want to get some more profits in this bull run and sign up. First of all, when you sign up later, it's going to be way more money. But if you sign up now, you're going to make 5 times more money in this bull run. Don't do it your way. The way that you've been doing hasn't worked. You know that. Put your foot down right now. Go sign up. This is what you deserve. This will put you on a brand new path. You're going to know exactly when to buy and when to sell. You're going to have an extra income stream, and you're going to make 5 times more in this bull run. This is a no-brainer. Go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. Again, that's cryptocrewuniversity.com. And you see this bad boy at the checkout, add this to the cart. It's over $6,000 worth of value for $600 and something. It's a bank robbery. Go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. I'll see you right back here in the next video. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs.
I was just investing my money, throwing it into the abyss, tens of thousands of dollars. And now with Steve's plan, I'm up 32,000. I'm appreciative for this course. It really works.